Alright, so the slave owners got their slaves literally fighting for a master to the very last bitter end. I don't understand. I mean, maybe they promised them a big part of this money they've been stealing. It's all making sense now. Look at the crazy there he is right there. Every single time. And but anyway, it's making I couldn't understand all this time. Even until recently, like why were these black folks working with all these other people, but they were, even though I knew something was going on. And then when I was led to find out the program called gang stalking, and because what I'm saying is for years, part of the tactics they use on me was the black folks would treat me like I had did something, sold out, like left them behind. Not just joined the military, but afterwards. It really wasn't joining the military. It was just afterwards when I started, after I would get sick, and then years later I get an increase. And years later I get another increase, and it was like something I did wrong for surviving and going to get help. And like racism, and all of a sudden it started by 2009. It's just more and more racist. I'm like, and people I've known know for a fact that they've done shit to other black people back in the day. And actually, also, I knew that they were also a lot of them that were on that, that just the pro blacks that now is what they call pro wax, but like 90s stuff, Public Enemy type stuff, the rap group, and then they heart started changing. So it's like the ones who were like intelligent, admitting, that we're doing this to each other, like Tupac, is us killing us and all this. It's not them killing us. But by 20 years later in the 2000s, they all talking about it's racism, like her coming out doing all they coughing. They uh and so these house niggas, man, and then the people that's doing it, that kept their own people down, our own people in the ghettos and the inner cities right now to this date, December 28th or whatever, what is it, the 7th, 27th, 2019, people are still living in shit in our cities, and these motherfuckers helping them, working for them, and fighting for them to the end. And all these motherfuckers, like Maxine Waters, and all of them got $1 million mansions. Politics, a politician, I don't care how long she been in, they ain't supposed to, not especially not in California. And these motherfuckers helping them, fighting to stay enslaved. And they put out today, Trump put out a fucking tweet of a person. I had just started listening to her. I think her real name is Patricia, but it's on her channel. She says it all the time. Just a person who had been so that and she talks like that all the time. She's one of the ones I had started following like last year and this year, and he actually tweeted it to 68 million. It's like he's really getting out our message. So the mainstream media, they it's funny because he has no fear of them, because they're trying to ridicule him because they calling it a conspiracy theory, and she's putting out what we've all been talking about, what I've been talking about, what we all just see, how all the Democrats stole all the money, the federal funds for all these decades. Look at that nigga, another house nigga, stole money, fighting to stay fucking slaves. Look at him. It's fucking ridiculous, man. You ought to be fucking ashamed of yourself. You see what I'm saying? You see how they walk and look with their heads down, and it ain't shame for them. These motherfuckers psychopaths. He walking with his head down, I guess, because he's, he thinks he's tough. Like, he piece of shit. That's the one that lived like right next door. His door is right next door. He just moved here about a couple of months ago. Another gang stalker. Like I said, I think everybody on this road just moved in. All these cars are like new. I don't remember. I've been here about 2.5 years. So all the people that was here when I first got here are gone. Majority. I don't even think any of them. And like I said in my old videos, that house right there used to be some young kids would come out when I was making my videos. Some teenagers, I guess they had a single mom, and they'd be over there. They all, like I said, they moved, they rearranged everything. And these motherfuckers fighting to stay on the plantation, and it's like, I don't know, maybe it's because life is too hard for them. They, to really have to compete and do your best. And that's another thing that had confused me why the program works so well. Is like you always had been taught to do your best no matter what. And then all of a sudden, in the 2000s, and I'm grown, and but now it's like we went backwards where it's like you have to be. So with socialism, it's not just money. It's really not, not even physically, you know. But I mean physically outshining, meaning I don't want to be. Cause I tell you this, I think really, not think I know. Years later, they had my cousin join the military, and he ended up, air quotes, in the same unit I was in, and he when it would come to visit a couple years ago, I knew he was part of it, but at the time I didn't know what it was called, but I just knew. But I was happy to see him. I didn't care. But he would give little shots, ribs, and it was more than just ribbing because I was in a different era. He's in the 2000s and 2012 to 15, whatever. But he makes a statement. I don't want to be above average. I just want to be. I'm like, what are you talking? And I knew it was a dig, but I'm like, that was what we're taught. He's younger than me. I'm like, that was so. What changed? You're not supposed, even in the military, even a paratrooper, you're not supposed to give your all. And then it's like, what the hell are you talking about? He literally just went special forces. And I'm like, so what are you talking about? You don't want to be above average. You started with me, like me, and the same unit, but you kept going. I didn't get whatever. I ain't gonna say what happened wasn't nothing bad, the discipline, nothing like that. But obviously, because I don't work, I get out on a discharge, medical. But he he's like, you don't want. I'm like, what do you? So it's not just money, and the same clothes with socialism and healthcare for all. You really not supposed to even give it to all if you just happen to be. You naturally can do better or more physically or even smarter. You're supposed to stifle yourself. So it's more than just like the Bernie Sanders talking about healthcare for. It's a fucking like cult. These motherfuckers are cult members. It really is like a religion. It's not because they pretend they're Christian, but they're not. And they really get upset if you naturally, you don't even think about it, do better than them. And see, like, they still playing victim, bro. You see how she brought up her son. I guess she's a single mom. They don't want to do better. She don't want to be in a position where she has a job where she can fully take care of her son, and not because they raised minimum wage, but because you bettered yourself and got a better job. And instead of driving that little car, you're in a later model car. But instead, you want to play games like this. Oh, it's racism. It's racism. And like they put out today, they got to do something. It's over. Where's all the money gone? And and that's another reason I came out to throw this in the mix, because I know they be listening. The question out to anybody, if they're asking you, well, come on, shut up, man. Go put on your tinfoil hat, or shut up, girl. Go put on your tinfoil hat. Why would you? Hillary Clinton is the head. And the question I would pose, I wouldn't even answer this shit no more. It's over. It's exposed. There's no more, MSN, CNBC, NBC, CNN. Y'all done. And now you're trying to laugh it off. All the idiots, the Trump tards. Cause he's fucking exposed y'all, and y'all are mad. Like y'all was getting all this free federal money, and like they pointed out, they could have really just redid the whole inner cities, and it'd be like one of those, it really would look like this or whatever. Could have been done, and they stole all the fucking money, and that was racism. They did racism. Don't question us about what's going on. I represent Al Green, that little piece of shit. Maxine wasn't the one motherfucker that died. A lot of the Cummins and all these motherfuckers, in, like my old town, just stole all the niggas, that stole the money from the rest of us niggas, and now want to lie and got these more stupid motherfuckers fighting for them, talking about fucking racism. Fighting to stay on it. Don't get off me. We're like, come on, you're free. No, I'm not staying. I'm not going. I'm staying with Massa. It's just crazy. But yeah, that tripped me up with my cousins. We sitting there. I'm like, what? When he's already, done and with the he's already at his unit, wherever he's doing. I don't know where the fuck he's at, but uh, but yeah, so I think they got something more than just conspiracy. I think these motherfuckers dumb enough to post what he tweeted, like because that was supposed to be ridicule. Oh, see, y'all voted for this person. He's unfit. He's crazy. Da, 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 da. I think they really gotten proof now. And it's really, she's like, well, why didn't they just release it? Who knows? Who knows, baby? And this whole thing, see, we didn't. I think if you just go like years ago, look at YouTube videos about gang stalking, I bet none of us knew it would be fucking Trump to end this shit. Go back to 15, 14, 2012, 2000s, any of them, or some, just pull up articles. Now they got a name for it, deep state, and like I said, it's still like, where's the money, bro? You can't even start your car, and they got you. I mean, I guess maybe he look at it. Well, they gave me a free apartment, in this daytime, and I don't see him going to work. But still, it's like, nah, I want an apartment and a car. Like I said, I wouldn't do it. First of all, I wouldn't do it. I promise you I wouldn't do it. And I don't think it's just because I've been a target, and I'm just speaking from hindsight. I think if they approached me years ago, I would have been like, no, for a number of reasons. I'm not spying on one. I'm not looking at no dude all day and night, taking a fucking shower, taking a shit. I'm not spying on the motherfucker, he fucking his girlfriend, or even if it's a female, I'm not spying on her. No, that's fucking lame. That's creepy. I ain't never had to spy on no female. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that stalker, literally. Yeah, I'm not a stalker. We used to joke about that in high school, way back in the day. Ain't got to stalk no female. No, no, I wouldn't have been in this program like y'all motherfuckers. See how they all coming out? Ain't no way in hell. It just would have been no. I ain't spying on folks or little kids. I ain't looking at little spying on little kids. I'm not doing it. Then the main thing, wait, what? We're supposed to drive them crazy? Oh fuck no, no. What about when they found the snap? You can't. I don't care what type of electronic equipment and studying y'all been doing and brain waves. You can't predict that motherfucker might snap and kill me. You can't dictate when they snap. I mean, yeah, maybe you can. You turn up the waves or whatever, and make him go crazy on a person, a crowd. But I don't want to be in that crowd. You spying on people and they get mad because you cough and just snap. No, fuck that, because you snapped on cue. You coughed on cue. No, man, y'all ain't no way to hell. But so anyway, my question would be, first of all, not just ignore them, but the question is, why wouldn't they? What says Hillary? What do you know so much about Hillary, Obama, Michelle Obama? What do you know so much that you just know for 100% fact that they wouldn't? You can say, well, that's the same thing you can say about Trump. Oh well, but the point is, he has more proof. All you gotta do is just drive through fucking LA. That's the proof. All you gotta do is drive through Baltimore. All you gotta do is drive through Detroit, Chicago. That's the proof. That's why, and not knowing the fact that I've been a target for all these years. And that's another thing. They all start calling themselves Target too, and targets also is what I mean. Trying to fighting for massa. Trying to throw in more confusion. Like it's like that's the thing. Like, why are y'all still fighting? Just all you doing is repeating everything and throwing out the stuff that y'all did. Y'all just put it on the other person, projecting. And like I said, they do it all the time. I know for a fact for years, because when I finally started speaking out, like I said, they would if it was a female, and you know how I talk. I'm talking literally. They stalking me. I'm not like, oh, she's stalking me. She want this. She want the D. But they'll say it like that. Nigga, ain't nobody's that. No, damn well, because you spy on me. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. I said a federal crime. You're violating American citizens' privacy. I am not getting him saying you was stalking me because you like me. Don't even try to, I'm like, you people, that's why I call them idiots and frightening. Like, at least just don't even say anything. I thought that would be what you would do. Not just try to flip it. That's what I would call it. I always called it trying to flip it on you. But they got the smart word projecting. Projecting what they doing to you. And just I was like, and then make it so bad. But like I said, it works on a regular person like us, Joe Blow, because basically all they gotta do is just gang up on you. I don't mean physically, like you're at work. Just everybody know what he talking about. No, we don't, isolate you, this and that, and you finally end up quitting. But all of that shit. But they actually tried it in the Senate, in Congress, to try to impeach. They tried the same tactic. You would think they would change it. That's what's so crazy. Remember, I kept saying the word is frightening, and they would use that. But again, they would projecting. Remember, when I first, if you've been watching my videos for a while, the first ones, I was like, it was frightening, and I'm not, and I'm like, not literally frightening, like I'm scared, like ooh. Nah, like I said, they punks. I'm not worried about that. I mean, mentally, like, holy shit, they can, destroy all of this. I ain't talking about just, getting in a fight or shot at, combat, street combat. I'm talking about these motherfuckers are up in, and that's what I was talking about. And you see what they literally pulled some kindergarten tactics projecting on Trump and everything he's exposed him and Giuliani. Oh, that's what y'all did. And, he was just worried about Biden because he gonna win. Just childish shit. He just so scared of Biden that he had this. And like they point out, They had been talking about impeachment since the beginning. 2016, like they said, 19 minutes after he was the inauguration or whatever, already impeached the motherfucker, and got this. Like one person pointed out, the just it's they just you never saw such childish idiots, but who won't give up, but just like a child. They just won't. You can maybe say Pelosi is senile, or I mean, and for what? I don't get it. I'm talking about these people. The low, I can see, the politicians, Waters and them. They probably got billions somewhere. She live in a $4 million mansion, but she probably got billions hidden somewhere for, you know, and they brought up the new phrase they started using, like the smart generational wealth. Why don't and then they would use that. They literally, they would leave, and I heard somebody say that to me personally. Why don't we have generational wealth? It's the racism. And I told them straight up, just like he's been saying, the motherfucker stole the money. They got him, and not only that, they're keeping you down. Because I know for a fact, when I tried to start my own business, that would have worked. I know for a fact. I don't have to, go into how I know, but they know that would have created generational wealth long time ago, a decade ago. So I definitely would have been straight, and my offspring. But you tried this, you stopped us, you held us back. You stopped me, you stopped. So that's why we don't have generational wealth, because the Democrats don't want to do anything. They need you to stay on the plantation, you dumb bitch. And you repeating they shit like you fucking smart. Like a dumbass. Why we don't have generational wealth like the white man? Because fucking goddamn Uncle Tom, Maxine Waters, and Al Green, and all these motherfuckers that been in charge of Democratic cities for the last 40, 50 years kept you from having generational wealth. Because they stealing all the fucking money, you dumb bitch. Stupid ass. If you tried to leave, they used, you could say, like with me, you could say, well, you would have been a little bit sterner and just followed your mind instead of worrying about your high school buddies and your family members and this and that, telling you, you're just gonna leave everybody. They would never say it directly, but that's where I get the phrase, never look back. They wasn't saying it good. It was, trust me, it wasn't a good thing. It was like you low down and for having an idea and make it so bad. I'm trying to put them on. They gonna be in the business, but of course, just like what this, you gonna be the boss man and da, 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 da. I'm like, if you had a company and I had to come to you for a job, even though we grew up, if you the boss, I'm not gonna treat you like, oh, you the boss, or you think you better than me. I'm like, hey, thanks for hooking me up, bro. For hiring me. Do my best, but not them. They try to act like I wanted to be. I'm like, no, I'm trying to put you under. I'm doing what you think I'm not doing. I'm trying to take you with me. Instead of just thinking about myself, I'm trying to take them with me. But yeah, ain't no sense in dwelling on it. I'm just saying this to throw some more social engineering. I just like a good question I have. Like I said, why is it so hard to believe? What makes you think that these people wouldn't do that if they had the chance? And another thing, like we're all saying, where a lot of people have been starting to think about these crazy Democrats, they might actually do something to Trump. These motherfuckers, it's like he really do. Giuliani, they need to watch out. That's a lot of fucking money. See, they got the little black Israelite guy walking across the street. See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I had one work with me at the beginning of the year. Him and his girlfriend at one of them jobs. I think it was Valentine's Day. Yeah, beginning Valentine's Day this year. And we're on the machine. And one of the black Israel. I knew they put him next to me on purpose. And I ain't even talked to him. I was like, I ain't even gonna get into it because I don't want to, because I know he gonna try to just use, uh, try to be, like I said, question me like I'm a sellout. And I'm gonna go straight into what I always do, and he's gonna lose, and he's gonna get embarrassed in front of. So I'm like, not even gonna talk to him. First of all, I still would have never, that shit was always whack. That type of shit. Get your tropical ass off the cooler, nigga. Shit, my brother. Them always the phoniest ones. But you know, like I said, I bet they can't come up with an answer. It's like, why wouldn't they? Why is it so hard? Why are you so? The only response they're probably gonna have is, I don't want to hear this nonsense. It's a conspiracy. Oh, go take your medicine. Go put on your tinfoil hat. It's you know, it's just the it's not gonna be an answer. Why do you think they wouldn't do it? They might be able to try to say, well, what about it? How could they? Because they're in a position to hook everybody beneath them up. That's how. That's all you gotta do. Just grease everybody's palm. And as far as, well, it was just pilot. They're all crooked like that. Da, 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 da. Yeah, but these were the ones. Would you let somebody to go, like, if your parents, I guess, stole your inheritance from your grandmother, and other parents were crooked too? You're not gonna let your parents go because, well, them other parents, they crooked too. Meaning, like, Democrats and Republicans. Republicans, no, but they were the ones who had the money that they, somebody gave your mom and dad money to take care of you, but they spent it. And they all, once they caught, they start yelling, but, well, them other parents did it too. I don't give a fuck what they did. You took our money. Waters and Pelosi and Green, you took. That's my opinion. I ain't getting this from Trump or nobody else. This is my opinion. This is my. So you can critique it, laugh, whatever. You can critique my logic, try to show me where I'm flawed, but you already know what it is when they're talking about. They're more distraction, yeah, because they want us to be like, yeah, it's just, some of them, they're trying to throw that in, they're still trying, just throw out all of them, no, the ones who did it are the ones we want out, not all of them. That's the answer for that, because they're gonna try to come at you with they're all crooked. That's how politics out of it. Nah, motherfucker. Who wants you? Goddamn it! Don't worry about over there. You worry about what you did. That's what you need to be doing. Calling you a lawyer, a defense lawyer, and you can't use a defense. Everybody else did it. We got proof that you stole the money that you was supposed to disperse to us. We elected y'all to take care of us. You ran for it. We ain't got them just pick you out and you said, no, I don't want to be a politician. Let me go. Okay, I'll do it. No, you sought that. So you sought that position, stole it, you gonna pay for it. We ain't grab y'all and say, oh, you gonna represent us. Why? I don't know. You look like you're tall, you're smart, or whatever. You gonna do it, whether you want to or not. And 30 years, 40 years later, oh, but see, I told y'all in the beginning I didn't want to. Yeah. No, y'all motherfuckers sought this shit. It didn't do right. It don't matter if we're not from your city. You fucked up, plain and simple. You fucked up. You can't clean it up. I saw a video. They tried to clean up some of them areas in California last week for the Democratic convention. They had the bulldozers and everything, put them in overtime to clean up all the shit that they let stay for years because of the Democratic, not convention, but debates, whatever was there last week. They just, like, nobody gonna take pictures and bust y'all out. So why couldn't y'all have been done that? Like I said, didn't I say that a couple days ago? Like, why can't you just get people so that prove? I mean, it's obvious that they could have had people just to clean up, and it wouldn't have been a constant thing, you know. And like I said in one of my last videos, I mean, long while ago, you know, like the people that's homeless and they, you know, they bring up the vets, and it's like, from my experience, they're homeless, and it's not just from, like I said, what I always tell one that's a vet, when I run across them, you gotta go. And like I said, when the gang stalkers sent the ones at me when I'm at work, you know, because they never send, they only one time did they send a person who we were, I think, had the similar ratings and stuff like that. Because usually they send, you know, for sympathy to guys who are still waiting. And I'm like, see, y'all treating it like it's a competition or a money grab. That's not what happened with me. And like I told the dude, I tell him like I tell everybody, bro, you just gotta keep going back. The little white boy, he was like, oh, I got child support, fucked up my ankles and this and that. I said, bro, you gotta keep going back. And the ones, oh, I ain't got nowhere to stay, I need an apartment. I'm like, that's not what the doctors do. Can go to the hospital, but you gotta go to the mental health. You're homeless. They might have a little section for the program, and you know they got like one woman social worker in there, and they'll try to get you one of those homes. But why I say all this leading up to that is, I think you have something that's wrong with you, and what it is, they're coming at me. They see me after all these years, like right now, and they just see that, you know, since you're spying on me, you don't understand what's going on. You just see me go somewhere, see me do this, see me do that, because I can. And you want to be where I'm at, and you don't know where they ain't tell you nothing about me. Just that you see me go here, you see me go there, you see me doing this, you see me that. That's what you get for spying on people. That's why you got no sympathy or mercy for you. You're spying and you don't know, and you just getting mad and seething. And like I said, if you're homeless, something is wrong with you mentally. You need more help than just money. You're probably gonna end up dead or something. OD'd. Your whole check probably gone, you know, in 4 days. And some little D boy, he got your whole check every month. That's why I said I'm not putting you down. This ain't no, you know, one of them whole letter now. No, this is, I know y'all motherfuckers. You know, I ain't have to do it to know what y'all gonna do with it. But I know from being around y'all. Ain't nobody not telling you to get your benefits. You deserve it outside. But I'm saying, get there, go to the doctor for real. Tell them what's wrong on in your head, man. And females, man, and women, y'all, you know, you gotta keep going. And it takes time. It's a process. But, shit, damn thing ran.